let me clarify for you what meditation is and how to practice. Whether you're a beginner or you're an advanced meditator, that you're not getting the results you're hoping for. So if you're a beginner, meditation in a nutshell is attention training. In any meditation you will be suggested to do, they will always tell you to focus on certain kind of object. It may be your breath, it may be a mantra, it may be the sounds around you, physical sensations, scanning your body. There's always a specific thing you have to do, a simple task, and yet you will see your mind wandering. And the job is to actually don't let your mind wander. So if you understand this, you can already, without being very experienced meditator, you can still apply this to close to any field in your life. And you, advanced meditator, you should be doing that already. So basically, if you are walking, you're walking. You're not walking and thinking about stuff. You're not checking your phone. You're sitting, you're just sitting. You're talking to someone, you're talking to someone. You're not multitasking. You're doing the dishes, and fully experiencing the sensations of doing the dishes. You're nothing specific, but anything that is just there, plain straightforward in your experience, not thinking. It's not an interpretation. It's not a thought. It is just the experience itself. If you rest in there, you will start getting a very, very solid start in meditation. And you can apply that to your hobbies, to your work, or even to just rest and being good at resting, which is a great skill nowadays. And if you're an advanced meditator and you feel that even when you meditate, and in the meditation, everything seems to be working and you definitely feel a shift in your experience, but when you resume your day, you feel stuck. You feel that you're still going back after many years, maybe even after meditating many years, you may still notice that you go back to certain patterns and you get stuck again into even depression sort of anxiety. You feel, okay, so I do meditate, I did everything I could to learn this, and yet I still don't feel as free as they suggest you can be. Well, if that's your case, then my general advice is to follow a methodology or look for help to someone who is more experienced than you. So if you don't have anyone around you that you have access to, you can always take a course. Unfortunately, there's so many marketing, money-making oriented products nowadays that it's a bit confusing. But if you find a teacher, a well-known teacher that wrote a book that you trust, that you connect with, that you can follow that. That's a good. Or anyone in your direct surrounding that you feel that you have access to, any kind of coach or meditation teacher or someone who been doing it longer than you, that you feel, okay, these people really have something I want. Learn from them. Maybe they're not teachers or coaches, so they tell, I'm not interested, but they normally will give you at least some powerful tips or may have a conversation with you. So don't hesitate to look for help, because anyone who's successful in any field, they didn't try to do it on their own, regardless of anyone else. No, they try to learn and absorb all the information, and then you judge what is working for you or not. But you're open, you're learning, you're curious, you're open-minded, you're sensitive, and you're humble. So just go for facts, for results, and to do anything you have to do that. And for many of us, that has a lot of meditation work, but also many of us have to be paying for it. So I'm saying this, that meditation doesn't have to be free, although the initial intention of the meditation teacher or there's a lot of Buddhist community, for example, they charge by donations and things like that. So just have to think of your priorities, how important meditation is for you. If you're an advanced meditator and you feel that it could be better, don't hesitate on learning more. Try a new thing, try a new methodology. My general advice, you don't know where to start from. In this case, if you're an advanced meditator and you're not getting full benefit, even when you're kind of good at some techniques, it is going back to the basics that was mentioned before, is because most of the time your attention is not stable enough. So I would suggest in this case the book by Chuladasa called The Mind Illuminated. The Mind Illuminated. It is a book by a neuroscientist and very reliable meditation teacher, and who knew a lot. Unfortunately, he died. And I think it's a very comprehensive guide that you don't need to belong to anything. You don't need to believe anything. And it's scientific and yet profound in terms of meditation, in terms of liberation. So I think it's a good guide if you want to start from there. That's a good starting spot. But again, as I mentioned before, just reach out for anyone. You probably know someone already in your mind, in your surroundings, that you feel they know more than you do. They are more advanced, and just reach out to them and look for help, because you're probably doing most of the time a very basic mistake that you're not noticing, and you can keep on for many years like that. I did that. It happened to me. And of many people, you notice after many years that you just did a simple mistake. You didn't completely understand. That made you waste. Not waste, it's never wasting, but you notice, wow, that could have been a lot easier. So I hope this video had some sort of inspiration for you to go into the practice of meditation, and just go for it today. And if you don't have time to sit, that definitely sit for a few minutes. Just try to go back to my initial suggestion to integrate it in your daily activities, both when you're a beginner or you're an advanced meditator. That's always a good advice. So I hope you find that useful, and have a good evening.